have to point out too as well, because while our Congress is over there fighting to give more money to Ukraine in their money laundering scheme, we're seeing this all over the place. This is from TFI Global. 17,000 troops gone, 10,000 concedes, Ukrainian surrender stats revealed. And this has been happening all over the place. So, let me go here. So Ukrainian troops are surrendering en masse. In recent weeks, a significant number of Ukrainian troops have surrendered to the Russian military, utilizing a dedicated radio frequency established by the Russian armed forces known as Volga, with a call sign of 149.200. So in other words, what they're doing, Misha, is they're leaving their radio frequencies set to this dial if you want to sit there and you want to surrender, because the Russians know. The Russians see these videos of the Ukrainians going out there, grabbing these kids or grabbing these adults or grabbing these Ukrainian citizens and throwing them to the front line. They don't want to fight anymore. They know what's going on, and they're compassionate about it. People are saying, why hasn't Russia won this war yet? Because they don't want to wipe it off the face of the planet, Ukraine. They look at these people as their brothers and sisters, and they're trying their best to just eventually win the war without destroying the infrastructure of Ukraine. And it's discussing what the United States are doing. We haven't lost one American life, but the Ukrainian lives, that's okay. Russia has more compassion for the Ukrainian citizens than the Americans do. We're using them as pawns. We don't care about the blood spill. The frequency was set up during the summer and has been actively used by over 10,000 Ukrainian servicemen who subsequently surrendered to the Russian custody. The radio frequency is operational along the entire front line. The surrendering of Ukrainian troops utilizing the Volga frequencies are reportedly well fed and received necessary medical care. Okay, this significant surrendering of troops via radio communication underscores the complex dynamics and challenges faced by the Ukrainian forces and the ongoing conflict with the Russian military forces. And check this out. This is them. This is the call signal right over here. You ready?
Волна Волга. Вызывай Волгу. Волга. Вызывай Волгу. Волга. Вызывай Волгу. Волга. Волна Волга. Волга. Вызывай Волгу. Волна Волга. Вызывай Волгу. Вызывай Волгу.
Нас накрыло артой. По нам работали вертушки.
Человека справа от меня снял снайпер.
Нас кидают на бой.
В бой на передовую идти никто не хотел. Все
Хочу вернуться домой.
Я устал от этой войны.
И решил на частоту 149-200.
Вышел на Волгу.
Переключился на частоту, там все объяснит.
Вызывай Волгу.
И оставайся в живых.
Different confirmed sources we've heard. Different people talking about this. Different outlets reporting in it. That they provided a way for Ukrainians to surrender. Because they understand what's going on, the Russians. And they understand that this, these people don't want to be in this war right now. So many have died, gone to the front line, and I just thought this was really cool, something to report on right now. And it's something that we have to kind of point out there right now, because the fact is that our government is still fighting to keep funding this war when it's already lost. I think the squad should have to see a lot of mothers and fathers who've lost their children in Ukraine and see what it's like. They've shielded themselves from this shit too long just to blame Vladimir Putin. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin is getting a huge approval rating in his country because so many people wanted him to get involved because they saw ethnic Russians getting slaughtered in the Donbass. So it's just a sad situation. But at least we see an avenue where the Russians are allowing the Ukrainians to surrender peacefully so they can keep their lives, so they can stay alive. And that's something I just wanted to point out, because it is something positive in a way where you're saying at least there's some compassion by the Russians to at least do this and stuff. But it's also disgusting that our government is still out there fighting for more money for war and asking for more money for war. The Democrats, all of them, the squad, they're not progressive, peaceful candidates. And meanwhile, people in Lahaina are suffering. People in Ukraine are suffering. They have thrusted so much suffering right now, and these people need to be held accountable. And pulling a fire alarm isn't going to change anything.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Tampa.